Anyway, Nick, you were saying.
I was saying about Amazing and how much I loved that show as a kid. And I would love to think that somewhere in the deepest, darkest bowels of Channel 7, there is the Amazing Maze.
How cool would that be?
That would be awesome. And my girlfriend had an idea that she wanted to start a bar based on the Amazing Maze.
That's a really good idea.
And if you could give away Game Boys as well, like vintage Game Boys, that would be excellent for business.
Yeah.
People would love that stuff. Just spend the whole night finding the key, and then you find that's a brilliant night out with your mates.
Where would you serve the drinks? Like along the maze, or?
You probably have the bar set up where the keyboard is, where James Sherry would host at. So that's like the bar area, and then there's like the kids playground. It'd be an adult playground if they're drinking, of course.
Or maybe
a few problems with OH&S.
You can make it really interesting and have like the bar at the centre of the maze, so they can't drink until they like complete the maze.
Or the guy's like, right, it's time to go home, and they just spend the next 3 hours trying to get out.
If you want to drink, you have to pick the right Donkey Kong. You have to hit the chest. It's always the middle one, kids. Always the middle one. That always frustrated me how bad kids were at that game.
How angry did you get when they ran straight past a key or a letter or something? You'd be like, you idiot, just turn around and drive behind.
I always thought I could do better. That there is something wrong with these children, especially at the video game portion as well.
There would be something wrong with them.
Let's wait. Tom Needham's Hard Task Masters is we're going to compete in Amazing.
No, it's not.
Would be. Oh, well, that's let me down. That took the wind out of my sails instantly.
That was
built me up to break me down. But James Sherry was the host of Amazing. You guys ever wonder what he might be up to these days?
No idea.
He actually MCs at AFL events.
Really?
He can be seen on the boundary at the MCG and Etihad Stadium and wearing different colours each week. So he shows no allegiance or loyalty to any particular team. He just puts on the home colours each week and guides us through the pre-match entertainment and, the halftime stuff as well. Keep people interested.
Did you look this up or did you see him?
No, I'm an avid Hawks supporter, as you know, and he was there again on last night. And that's his gig now. I don't know what he does in between games.
That's like 5 days of the week that he's not doing something.
Well, and that's libelous. Don't say that.
I tell you what he's probably doing in between games is reading his Encyclopedia Britannica. And
they loved them, didn't they?
Yeah, and all the other prizes. How annoyed would you be if you were a kid and you won that?
I don't want to win anything from my school. That's the last thing I wanted to do. I was watching that show. I was interested in the Game Boy, the clear Game Boy, where you could see all the circuitry, and that was it. You get rid of knowledge. I don't care about knowledge. I only need to know how to spell, according to that show. I just need to know how to work the keyboard, and I'll be fine.
Because going through a maze is one of the most important skills you will need.
As a rat.
Yeah.
But I'm quite a fan of James Sherry. I'd be interested to see whether he'd be up for an interview. I'd like to get him either in studio.
What would you talk to him about?
I just want to know what he's up to, because as Tom makes a good point, he might MC at AFL events, but that's only weekends. And what happens, because we're in footy finals now,
and
the grand final's not far away, that one day in October.
He's got 6 months of the year where he's,
What's he doing?
I don't know,
just
around
sitting on his hands. He's on Seek. He's on Career One.
He's just watching reruns of Amazing.
Yeah, it's going, like, I used to be the host of Amazing. Have you got any jobs where you host Amazing? Like, no, we don't have any of those jobs anymore.
Do you have any positions that include mazes or similar?
No.
Any giant novelty keyboards?
No, we don't have them.
I'll be honest, I just want to play Mario Kart. Or Bubsy.
Oh, you could be a professional gamer. They make money.
Yeah.
All right, well, that's going to be my mission, I think, to try and get an interview with James Sherry. Because I want to know what he's up to. I want to know what he's doing. I feel for him. If he's just sitting on his hands for half the year, then maybe I have a job for him.
Have you looked him up on Wikipedia or anything?
He actually has a surprisingly extensive IMDb.
Really?
Yeah, but everyone has, like...
He's acted alongside Rick Moranis.
In what?
I think it was Big.
I don't know what that is.
Was he an actor as well?
Yeah, he was in Blue Heelers as well. You remember that show?
Yeah, it was the episode where they had to navigate a maze.
Oh no, there's criminals gone in the maze.
We'll never find them in the maze. Actually, wouldn't that be great if you put a maze in town and then every time there's a chase, criminals just run into the maze and they're like, no, we can't get him, he's in the maze.
Real life Pac-Man, I can't wait.